It's your girl Saida or Beats by E. I am back with another tutorial, and today we will be doing brows. Yes. I always get asked about my brows and tips and stuff. I am not perfect. No brows are perfect, but we can get them as close to perfect as possible. Okay. Now, just starting off with the two products that I do like to use, these are a must, whether I use a pencil or a pomade. I always use something that I'm going to go in to fill with, and I also use a concealer. You have something to clean it up with. It doesn't have to be a concealer. It can be an concealer, an eyeshadow base, or it can even be foundation. And that's what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using foundation because I'm not doing a full face today. I'm just doing these eyebrows and then popping on some lashes just for the sake of this tutorial. I'm in the house. My babies are in there playing and running around. So I figured, why not give the people something? Okay? Alright, so I'm just looking for my makeup tray so I can put some of this foundation in it to conceal my brows. And the foundation that I'm using is this Maybelline Fit Me foundation in shade Spicy Brown 338. Okay, so we're gonna start by brushing these brows. And then I'm going to be using some Eco Styler gel. Now, I used to use the clear brow gels and everything, but I think it was my skin because I'm very sensitive to a lot of things, and my eyebrows were just itching, and that was the only thing that I had changed in my brow routine. But I did like the effect that the clear brow gel gave me before filling in my brows. So, me putting my little brain to work, I decided to try some Eco Styler gel. And let me tell y'all, ladies or gentlemen, because I don't discriminate on this channel, this stuff was a lifesaver for me. It gave me the same effect as the clear brow gel without the reaction. It's a win-win. So I'm just gonna take some of that and dip it on my brush. And I'm kind of like just shaping my brows into place. Can y'all see the difference from that brow and that brow? I definitely see a difference. Do the same opposite to the left brow. This brow has more hair than this brow, and I'm so scared to take it off and mess it up. And I don't really like going to other places to get my brows done because I never get the results that I'm looking for. And I just was like, you know what, forget it. I'm not gonna give these people my money and I don't get the outcome that I want. So I started plucking them. Now, last week I did go to my sister's school because she is an esthetician in training. She's in school, and she had a practical, and she waxed my upper lip, my chin, and she waxed my eyebrows as well as did me a facial and some makeup. Now, she did a really good job on my wax. Now, I will give her that for her to be practicing as well as blind in one eye. My sister is blind in one eye, but she is a warrior. She is beautiful, y'all. And she does not let her this ability to find her. She is going places, going big places, so shout out to her. So despite everything that was going on, she did my brows really well and actually cleaned them up a whole lot better than they were. Because if she didn't, then we would be in here on these brows for probably about 10 to 15 minutes per brow. And that was just to get it to looking somewhat decent for the video. So shout out to her. So while this goes ahead and sets and dries down, I'm going to show you guys some of the brushes I'll be using, as well as the pomade of my choice. Now the pomade I'll be using is this Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a dip brow, and man, you done? Okay, baby. Now this stuff, y'all, it was so hard for me to use at first, but the more I use it, the better I'm getting with it. The more natural and realistic I can make the brows look. Now I'm not perfect yet. It's only been a few weeks, and I'm contemplating going back to my pencils. So yeah, I don't know. Tell me how you guys like it in the comments below. So we're just gonna check that and see if it's dry, and it is dry enough. It's not fully dry, but this part is all wet, but it'll be dry by the time we need it to be dry. Okay, so I'm gonna take that, and this is the flat brush that I'll be using, and this is just a brush from Morphe. This is the M432 brush, and it's just a nice little flat brush to help me make some of those strokes in my eyebrows. This brush is the JS10 brush from the Jeffree Star and Morphe collection, and this is my blending brush that I use to blend in my concealer on my brows. I'm not sure what the correct, okay babe, put it in the sink. I don't know what the correct name of it is, but I use it as a blending brush, as well as this blending brush that is double-ended, and this is one of the It brushes from Ulta collection. I really like that, and this was my go-to blending brush before I started using the pink brush that I showed from Morphe. Okay, so we're just gonna take, and we're gonna wipe off some of that excess product that we won't be using. And we're going to start by lining our brow in a very light motion. We don't want to go into this with a heavy hand. I'm going to do the same thing to the top of the tail as I did to the bottom. Now, I always make my tails a little thicker than I'm going to leave them, because I want to make sure that I have enough slack when I'm cutting it off and concealing underneath. I want to make sure that I have enough room, as I should say, not slack. So now I'm just taking my brush and I'm going to blend that in an upward motion. Now you will lose some of the pigment, but that's okay because we'll fix it. Okay, now I'm going to take the flat end of that same brush, dip it in some of that Maybelline foundation, and go right up under, begin to carve out my brow. blending brush and clean it up a bit. My little mama is in there. She was eating some lunch, and her brother and sister is finished. So, eyebrow and lip liner. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill in some of those spaces. I already started doing a little bit off camera, but I'm gonna fill in some of those spaces where we lost some pigmentation in while we were blending. I like that ombre effect on my eyebrows. Like, I like them to be gradient. I like the lighter into the dark. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the top, carefully lining it as if we are cutting something. Like we are going to cut it. Cut that line, babe. Yes. Oh, she looks so cute. Now we're just gonna take our brush and clean it up and blend it all in. Y'all, see? It looks so good. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did to our right brow to our left brow. I always have more trouble with this brow because it's less hair, so I have to do more work to this brow. As you guys can see, I outlined the top of this brow, but I did not outline the top of this brow. The reason for that being is I have less eye hair less eyebrow hair on this brow here. And every time I try to do the gradient effect like I did over here in the front, you can always tell that there's less hair at the top. So I just kind of fake my line. And in order to get that line blended in, I'll just raise my brow and I'll brush upward, and then I'll relax my brow and then I'll brush downward. Okay, taking our double-ended brush and going in with some of that foundation. Sorry, guys. It's thick, huh? This one's thick. She a thick one. I'm gonna get the brush and blend that on out. See, I love using, I love using foundation because you don't have to do that much blending. If it's super close to your skin tone, you don't have to blend as much as you would need to do with the concealer. Unless you have a concealer that matches your exact shade that you use in foundation, but what would be the point of that? Okay, so we're just taking that and doing the same exact thing that we did to the top brow. I'm sorry, the other brow. find that this one is a tad bit thicker in the beginning than my right brow is. So I'm just going to go in and keep slimming it down until I like the size. It's this little piece, y'all, that's really bothering me. It's better.
I farted.
You farted? What do you say?
Excuse me?
You skipped me? Get out of here, little boy. Boys, man. Little boys. Now I will be doing the same exact thing that I did to this brow by taking this black pencil and just kind of filling it in where we lost some pigment. And voila, there are my brows, guys. Now, if I was doing a full look, of course, I wouldn't be worried about all of this mess up here, all that extra foundation. But since I am not doing a complete look today, oops, excuse me, and I will just be doing brows, I'm going to take a cotton round and some micellar water. And you can use any micellar water, but this is by the Tarte brand. And I'm just going to fold it in half and kind of like wipe around those brows and everywhere I kind of push that foundation. See, look at all that yucky stuff that we don't need. And I'm not going to clean it up too much on my eyelid because I kind of like how it makes my eyes look like they're not as dark as they would be without it. So yeah. I will clean this one up just a bit. You know what? I'll just take the brush and this one has more.
Mommy, I want TV in your room.
You want to watch TV in the living room?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to watch TV in my room?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because no, Daddy will look. See,
Okay, okay, get out of Daddy's room, booger, okay? I'm just going to take some lashes and pop some glue on them, and then we'll be done with this tutorial. lash glue of my choice. Yeah, see it? It's the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I love, love, love it. This is the one with LO, but I have both. No, no, no. Okay, baby, go play, because you do not need to be in when mommy's doing girl stuff, okay? It's okay, mommy's almost done, babe, okay? And we can watch some TV together. He's not even the baby, but he is so spoiled, y'all. Well, by me, because my husband doesn't believe in spoiling boys. Well, he says he doesn't believe in spoiling kids, but it's something different when it comes to them 3 girls. Like, yeah, he's soft. He's nothing but putty when it comes to those girls. So that's why I just say he doesn't spoil the boys, but let him tell it. No one gets spoiled. So we're just gonna let those dry and kind of like do its thing before we pop them on. And y'all, these brows turned out gorgeous. I love, 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 love the gradient effect that I get. The ombre in the front, man, it's just perfect. These are some everyday brows. These are okay. I'm about to run to the mailbox. These are okay. We're about to do a full face. These are okay. Let me hurry up and wash this stuff off so I can get in my bed and just lounge all day. These are just, maybe I don't want to wipe them off. I want to lounge all day in my bed brows. You know, they just right for the occasion. Yeah. Don't mind my lips. I exfoliated my lips today when I washed my face in the shower, and let's just say I was rubbing these babies a little bit too hard. My sister had did my facial, and she gave me these sponges, and maybe that's what it was, because those are supposed to be for my face, and I was scrubbing my lips with them. So I don't know, y'all. Okay, so we're just gonna swipe some black mascara onto these lashes just to darken them up a little bit so they can blend better. I'm not using a mirror to put this on, y'all, so bear with me. I was looking into the camera. Okay. Before I even use my little eyelash tools to help stick them on, these are on pretty well. This one looks lifted in the corner because my eyelashes were overlapping, but it's not lifted. Okay, next. completed brow look. If I was going somewhere, which I'm not, but if I was going somewhere and I just wanted to wear brows and lashes, I will literally just put some moisturizer on my face. I already did that. And just swipe on some lip gloss. Any lip gloss, I have 1,000 of them. Whichever is close. And don't judge me. Yes, I have locks, but they are braided to the back right now for the purpose of me wearing wigs because they aren't maintained, and I don't like just wearing them when they look rough like that. And then I'll just put this cap on. Make sure it's covering up what we don't want peeking. I will take some edge control. Stick these bad boys on up. And I would literally just grab my wig of choice. Now you guys, this wig is a closure wig that I handmade. Yes, I handmade her about a year ago. This was some hair that I got from her hair company. Y'all, it was so good. Like, it was so good. I sewed it in my head twice. It was before I had my locks. And I didn't want to sew it in again, and I knew that it would just be sitting on my shelf. So I'm like, okay, let's make a wig. It was my first time ever making a wig, and to my surprising, it came out perfect. I binge watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and she came out perfectly. No combs, no bands, no nothing. This is my go-to wig because I literally can just pop her on and go. Okay, so we got the side part going on. Looking like Tina Turner. And we're rolling. Rolling. Okay. So we just gotta brush her out now. We're not putting no heat on her. We're not putting no curls to her. We're not doing none of that. She just wanted to. Oh, I'm ready to go, wigs. And look at her. Looking like scalp. Okay. And we're just gonna fix these edges up a little bit because we don't want them edges looking all tired, y'all. Even though we're not going nowhere, we're gonna treat it as if we are. Yes, this hair is over a year old, and I've trimmed her ends about twice because she originally was maybe about 4 inches longer. But you know, if we cut our real hair, why wouldn't we cut this hair when it started looking raggedy too? So we just gotta get those dead ends out the way. So this would be a completed going out look for me if I didn't want to wear any foundation, if I didn't want to wear any eyeshadow or anything. I would literally just do my brows just like I did them and just put some lashes on, pop a bad wig on. I have so many to choose from. Just put one on and go. Grocery store, laundry. I'm going to run errands. I'm going to get hubby from work, like looking like I didn't put some effort in, and it really only took 20 minutes. Yeah. And the wig, we didn't even put no heat on the wig. You feel me? So for me to have had this wig for a year now, and for me to have had these bundles longer than that, a year and a half, and I've only had to have trimmed them, what, twice? This is was a good investment. I believe I paid like $2.95 because I did get a discount, but it was a 20-inch, a 22-inch, 24-inch bundles, and it was an 18-inch closure. No, I'm sorry, a 16-inch closure. Let's not get it twisted. It was a 16-inch closure, and I paid like $2.95, I believe, or somewhere in that area. So that was a good investment. I would definitely do it again. So tell me what you guys think of the brows, some things that I missed, some things that you weren't feeling, some things that you were feeling. Feel free to drop them in the comment box below, and I will try to get back to you all as soon as possible. I just want to thank you all for tuning in, for giving me a chance. I know my YouTube channel is still new, it's still fresh, but I promise I will be consistent. I will give you guys the videos that you are looking for, and the videos that you don't know that you those are the type of videos that I want to bring to you guys, because those are the type of videos that I was looking for when I started doing my makeup and I started searching and playing around on YouTube. So yes, I want to bring you videos that make you feel good, videos that make you laugh, videos that uplift every last one of you guys that tune in. I just want to say thank you guys for taking this journey with me and preparing yourselves, because it's going to be right. Like, we have so many things to learn, so many things for me to show you guys, so many things that I can learn from you all. So if you know some tips, some tricks, some hacks that I haven't said or that I don't know about, or that you just want to share, I may know them, I may not, just drop them in the comment box below and we'll just take it from there. So until next time, my babies, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I will see you all in the next tutorial.